Okay, guys, I guess it's time for us to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. There's been a lot of trend and going on about the real estate in Lagos. There has been some. I don't know if I should say that's a misconception, but I don't. I think it's totally right because what is happening in Lagos right now is crazy. Like because we know what's happening. We see what's happening. So I guess we talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening, Lagos? What's up? What's up, real estate Lagos moguls? What's happening? What's happening over there? Waiting this so let's really talk about this because it's really kind of time. It's really time we stand up and talk about it because I see a guy, dude, who actually has been outspoken about this for a while now. The guy has been talking. He has made a lot of comment lately about it. I see it all over social media. Now, let's face the fact. Okay, what's the fact? Like, of course, Lagos is a very beautiful city. I love Lagos. Everybody loves Lagos. Lagos is a very wonderful place. We all have lived in Lagos. Okay, probably almost half of our life. I didn't stay that much though, but I've lived in Lagos for quite a number of time, like period of time, if I should use that word. But so and now, I'm not even from there. We are not in Lagos right now. I'm not in Lagos, but what's happening? Is it really worth it? Is the city seriously overpriced? Is the real estate in Lagos really overpriced? I think it's time we all have that discussion because a lot of things like I've been seeing a lot of comments, people making some investments back home and they cry, they break their banks just to make sure they acquire a piece of property in Lagos. I was like, man, this is totally outrageous if you should ask me. Okay, so now I see that dude. Sorry, I don't want to curse. I just want to keep my statement very simple. I think that's kind of struck me. Like I was like, okay, fine. I think it's time we talk about this right now because man, a lot of you be on some, I don't know, extra stuffs. Lately, a lot of you real estate moguls, you be on some extra stuff lately, and that doesn't really make sense. So, uh, you know, so let's watch let's see what this video is all about. Okay, let's just see what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria, Africa's most populated city, among the richest cities in Africa, home to Africa's
Bro, bro, you've got to chill, okay? Bro, you just need to chill, Baba, because at this point, let's say now they make all these things they be as they be right now. Because I don't understand all this too many hypes and too many talks, just about showing off the area view of a city. Okay? You all have to chill, bro. I mean, I'm keeping it a buck right now, okay? I'm keeping it 100. You all got to chill. I'm not saying Lagos is not beautiful. Lagos is one of the most beautiful cities in Africa. In fact, top cities in Africa, no doubt about it. Bro, we know there is some luxury somewhere else, and these people not even they don't talk. These people they talk, they cough, they just lock up with their level normally. You understand? So, bro, I just chill, bro. You all hyping this Lagos too much, and we need to talk about it. You hyping this city too much. The celebrities, the people, I don't understand because you probably trying to feed your ego at this time because some of these properties is not even as luxurious as they seem as they say they are. Okay, you be making these youngins put all their money out here just to be acquire properties, and you go home smiling. So when you make videos like this, I think you gotta chill. You gotta chill. Okay. You gotta chill. Okay. I'm keeping it 100 because this is one of the problem. This is one of the problem. I'm not trying to sound like a hater. I don't want to be like I'm not hating. Okay. Of course I'm not. I love Lagos. Lagos is one of the best cities in Africa and all that. Why would I even say if I'm hating or not? I'm Nigerian, so I'm full-blooded. Okay, so I'm not trying to say they're not doing the right thing, especially in the real estate mogul sectors. Okay, they are doing a good job, but a lot of things are missing for these outrageous sums they are calling. These people be putting out outrageous sums just for a basic property, just a basic property. Things are very necessary in a community, in a property, in a location, in a subdivision. And when you say something, when you try to complain, they come up with is the environment. Bro, what is special about the environment? I really want to know. Like I said, I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm not a hater, okay? I'm Nigerian. I'm full-blooded. So I really want to know what is so important about this environment. Okay? Because I've traveled around the world as long as I'm concerned. I've seen a lot of cities, I've seen a lot of beautiful cities from Asia to America to England to UK. I've been it all. I've been all over the world. Like probably not all over the world, but I've been there. I've seen that. Okay, I've seen how this whole thing be moving. I see what the real estate is all about out there. Okay, so not like I'm fronting. Like I'm not even twerking right now. I'm keeping it 100 for those of you who know what's in and what's happening in the city because this real estate, I think they be finessing. And somebody gotta say they be finessing a lot, okay? They be finessing a lot of these young folks who just want to feed their egos. Because as long as I'm concerned in Nigeria, it's all about what you've got, okay? You're trying to brag to the next neighbor, Baba, and me get this thing, Baba, and me buy this house, I buy on 20 meters, I buy on 100 meters, I buy on this and that. Nobody say you shouldn't buy a property like that, but at the end of the day, these real estate moguls has weaponized this and they've made it look like it is what it is. As I'm looking at it right now, I'm looking at the area view of Lagos City, Eko Onibaje, okay? That's Eko right there. That's Eko City. It's a very beautiful city, okay? But it's just a basic city. This is just one of the, like, looks like one of the, the most local village in Southeast Asia. I don't know. I'm not even fronting, but you go over there, man. You live life like a king, man. Everything is very way advanced and affordable at the same time. So I think we are doing too much with all this thing. But I have a lot of things to say, but I just want to keep it 100 from the jump, okay? So I'm not even trying to overreact on this. I'm not overreacting on this. I'm just trying to keep it 100 from the jump because it's hard time people start talking about this. I think it's hard time people start talking about this because if you don't talk about it, it's just gonna be that way. Okay?
Richest men, international music superstars, and the multi-billion dollar real estate industry.
Okay.
It is a beautiful day in Lagos to show you where the cream de la cream own residential homes.
This is a side of Lagos the mainstream media will not show you, but I will show you, right?
Talking about the location, this is just for the 1% of the 1%, a place for those who love exclusivity and love the privacy, and of course, love luxury.
If you're walking through this neighborhood, you can see like everything look very well
You want to
organized.
definitely raise your kids here.
Yeah.
The gated estate in this neighborhood features advanced infrastructure, A-grade security, smart home technology, impressive architectural design, and serenity.
These neighborhoods are for the elites, and you can tell by the plot size, avalanche of plot size, the architectural design, and the net worth of people living in these neighborhoods.
Homes in this neighborhood are out of the reach of the average Nigerian, with prices running into tens of billions of naira, built for the 1 percentile of citizens.
Right now, the least house in here, the fully detached actually, from $3 million.
For an apartment like this,
Wait a minute. What did she say?
House in here, the fully detached actually, from $3 million.
$3 million. $3 million. Bro, that's a lot of bread. That's a lot of bread. The money to choke, money day. You understand? The money is there. That's a lot of bread. I ain't even gonna front. That's a lot of bread. $3 million for a subdivision that looks like this. I'm coming to the back to the bad side here, okay? There's a bad side to all this. You're just seeing probably what you think is the most luxurious of it all, because this is what you're used to. Bro, this is what you are used to. As a matter of fact, this is what you're used to. I'm telling you the truth. This is what you're used. This is what you all are used to, because I don't know what I don't know what is really, you know, intriguing about this whole facility, because as long as far as I'm concerned, it's just a developing area. Okay, it's just a developing area, which I believe in the next 2 or 1 decade there's gonna be a lot of changes. But how does the changes begin? That's the question. How does the changes begin? Because there are changes that you might want to correct in the nearest future that is already been too late. Okay. Now that brings us to talking about the how's it called? The planning of the city. Okay. The sewage systems, the underground channel connections, and all of that. The built-in properties. How do you come about all of that? This is where all this comes in place. Okay, this is where all this comes in place, because you need to make proper preparations for all of that. And that is one of the problems most of these people are having, but they are not going to say it. They buy off a property while feeding their egos, and then they go in and wallow in the pain and agony. I'm not trying to say the modern architectural design of those houses are not good enough. They are good enough. But the question is, are they being overpriced or not? Which is, yes, they are being overpriced. Because when you go to a basic house in Shanghai, the most beautiful city in China, or the most beautiful place, like you go to DC, or some of those places in New York, you wouldn't see a property like this for about $4 million. It's just as basic as any other thing I could think of. Okay. Okay. They are not there. Of course, now they're beginning to do the high quality facade materials and all of that, and trying to bring in the smart security systems and all of that, which were not really there before, but we are still making. I remember when I used to live in Chevron, okay? So for those of you who don't know, I've owned rented apartment in Chevron, and I ran that beach for about 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, okay? I ran it about 2 years, okay? I knew what I was in for. And that was Cromwell Estate precisely. I remember very well, in Chevron Drive, okay? Okay, yeah. So I knew I was literally paying about, I think that was $1 million plus for about, I think that was a 3-bedroom apartment. Okay. Steady power supply, you know, but the water wasn't good. The water wasn't good. It wasn't good. And still, people still going through this same water issue up to now. Okay, so that's the problem. We need to talk about it. We definitely need to talk about it, because it's important we talk about it. Shout out to that young man. I don't know what I'm gonna look up your Instagram. I don't know, but I think I like your your content, and they are great. Okay, but coming to talk about what we were saying earlier on, I think those houses are definitely overpriced. But I don't want to just linger on this right now. Okay, I don't want to linger on this. Let's go ahead and finish up the video and see what next. So we can just go through analyzing this and know if it's really overpriced.
Then like this, what are we looking at in terms of price point?
$2.5 million.
$2.5 million.
If you are looking to buy a holiday home or an investment property like this one behind me, then these neighborhoods offer exclusivity, value for money, and luxury.
Yeah.
Wow.
So why don't everybody have cinemas in their house?
Really?
Yeah.
It's not cheap. My name is Confidence, founder and CEO of Eden Oasis Realty. I'll be taking Stephen around Lagos to show him some of the finest real estate Lagos has to offer.
So join me as I visit and tour some of the most luxurious, exclusive, and extremely expensive neighborhoods right here in Lagos, Nigeria. Subscribe to the channel if you're first time and give this video a like.
The first neighborhood to highlight is Aja, and the most affordable in this video.
Aja stands out as an ideal location for starting a family and features decently priced neighborhoods like the Royal Garden Estate.
And it's quite inexpensive and popular among middle-income families.
So if you're driving through the Aja Bridge and you look towards your left or right hand side, you're going to see this very nice estate. Very contemporary buildings, the roads are good, and it's always well lit at night.
This is Royal Garden, one of the most significant estates here along the Aja corridor. Royal Garden actually changed the face of real estate development along this corridor. In terms of the infrastructure, the drainage, the landscaping, everything was done to perfection. It's a great project. I think 150 hectares of land. We have housing units, we have lands for sale. They provide all the basic infrastructure.
The Royal Garden Estate is an upscale housing development located off the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway.
Fellas, don't be fooled, okay? Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by all that fancy English and fancy, being very outspoken and all of that. But we don't see all those things normally. We don't see no features the white men like the collect men, the rip men bread. You understand? Because so you just the I'm telling you, bro, all this gotta stop. It gotta stop for real. I'm not even fronting right now because I've seen it, I've been there, I've done that. So I'm not fronting. Like I know what's happening in the system. It's crazy out there. It's really crazy how this real estate developers rip off Nigerians. And we're putting our money into their hands and we are smiling at the same time, okay? I know a lot of city that's quite bigger and more beautiful and more, luxurious than Lagos and its real estate and all that. You check the pools. The pools are whacked. There are no good infinity pools. How so if you say in a luxury house suppose get better infinity pool, if you say on a normal, you say go know where you did. You understand? You go know where you did, main. But they don't have such things. You see some houses just like how many foot pool. What's that? What's that, bro? I'm not into real estate. I don't know much about real estate, but I definitely know that the whole houses are being overpriced and the land are being, because when we talk about it, they refer you to the land. They say the land. What is so special about the land? I just want to know. What's so special about Lagos State? Like, I just want to know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm too. The NYs should let me know who are the NYs who are into real estate. Maybe who has bright brains and smart and IQs and all of that. Maybe I'm so old, like I'm so outdated right now. The YNs should let me know. With the YNs, like when I talk, when they let me know what is so special about Lagos that we haven't seen. Okay. The landscape gardens. Oh, the landscape gardens. What's so special about the landscape gardens? What's so special about the landscape gardens? Because as long as I'm concerned, there's nothing professional, well professionally designed or anything like such. It's just the basic landscape gardens. Like if I start showing you some edifice on the internet, okay, that has to do with proper landscape gardens, well planned architectural designs, make I no go chop my tongue and all of that. You go know say this is real estate. Like this is what money should buy. This is worth it. Is worth the money. You see the rooftop terraces and all of that shit, man. You know some more. This is luxury. Then you build one thing. Tell me, make I won't pay $4 million. We die you now. We die you, bruh. We die you. It doesn't make sense, okay? It doesn't make sense. You all are twerking for real, man. And most of these people who are buying, they are probably cool too. I've had a lot of people reach out to me to own a property in Lagos, and I declined that. I declined it not because of I don't got the bread or something like that. I declined it because I've always thought that it's been overpriced. Okay, it's been overpriced, and it couldn't generate the same type of income that I would have generated if I owned the same property maybe somewhere in Europe or Asia or even America. Okay, so I decline. I rather own a property probably in any of the big cities in China, or I just go over to America or England to have a property than owning a property in Lagos, because I wouldn't make my money back. I'm a businessman. I need to make my money back. I'm going to struggle the property because the payment system is even messed up to start with. Someone says smart garage. Okay, fine. Okay. I don't want to laugh about it. Okay, fine. Now let's move forward. Let's really move forward, because I need to understand something for real. I really need to understand something about that video. I need to understand something about that video.
Estate is located on a site of 150 hectares of land.
This is located in Aja. Now we have different parts of Aja. This is like the uptown.
This is the most elite side of Aja.
Yes,
Yeah.
of Aja. So
What are we looking like for the price of land and the average price of, let's say
Housing.
5-bedroom, fully detached here in the neighborhood?
okay, right now lands you can get a plot of land here from about 200,000 per square meter. Then for the housing units, we have from as low as 270, 300 million for a 5-bedroom. For the housing units, we have the house.
What? Oh, $200,000. I don't think
270, 300 million for a 5-bedroom. For the housing units, we have the town.
They should stop listing these buildings or these real estates in dollars. Why not list it in naira? Why are you listing in dollars, bro? I just want to know, like, why are you listing in dollars? Why not list in naira if you knew there wasn't some goofy stuffs you were doing? Because you all be doing some goofy stuffs, like, you know what you be doing. Okay? List them for naira, not they list them for dollar. Don't they list them for dollar, list them for naira. Like, we need to see you list the real estate in naira and not in dollars. Every other part of the world lists their real estate in their local currency and not in dollars. And this is the problem. This is the problem. This is what we're talking about. This is the big problem. This is a very big problem. This is a very big problem as long as real estate is concerned in Nigeria. And people need to look into all these things, because if you don't, it will keep happening. It's none of my business, because I'm a very wise businessman, okay? I'm a very wise businessman. Yeah, for sure. I know how to manage risk. I did risk management programs, so I know a lot about all that. It's okay. There's nothing going to tell me about it. Probably maybe for just living, but not for investment. Okay, no investment on those such things like that, because definitely you have to make your money back.
House is going for about 240 million thereabouts, but for something new, we have from as low as 40 million thereabouts, but for something.
$40 million naira, rather. That's about 200 something thousand dollars. Now, what is so fanciful about this home? I just want to know. Now, look at the series of this house. Just take a look at the exterior of this house. A $200,000 home in America is going to look so nice. I'm sure about that. It's going to have all type of beautiful porch, nice terrace building, and even a penthouse. okay, and all of that beautiful gardens, because this is just so plain. Just look at the exterior, look at the compound of the house. Baba, who, what kind of house has such plain compound and you buying it for $200,000? Do you know how much that's gonna get you in Asia? Do you know how what kind of edifice you're gonna have in Asia? Any part of the Asia, just name it. So definitely is overpriced. I know for sure that these houses are overpriced. And I've always agreed with that young man who always speak up about this. These houses in Lagos are overpriced. And I'm gonna join the 1%, just like I always say, the 1% of the 1% who are always gonna talk about it. We need to talk about it.
In new, we have from as low as 380 million, 400, 450, 500, 550. We have as high as
Where are they see this money they buy these houses to even start with? I want to really understand. Where are they see money they buy these houses? These people, I don't know. Like we still need to talk about this, man. And they pay in dollar ASAP. They say in dollars and they don't even cough about it and they pay. So who wanna they leave the nairas to play for to pay with? Who wanna they leave the nairas to pay with? Because when you pay with the naira, you make it more stronger. I believe so. Even when I know my economics is not that good. When you pay with naira, I guess the economy there's gonna be less inflations on the whatever the case might be. Okay, because definitely I'm a conservative on all of this, because if you have a conservative spirit in you, you would always want to talk about things like this. Even if you don't talk about it now, you're gonna talk about it later. It's as simple as that. So we are done with all this hype. All this hype. Too much hype is killing this shit. Too much hype is killing it. And that's the problem. Too much hype. When I sabi hype things, like when I go hype and use hype down. You're hyping shit too much, okay? You gotta slow down. Now, the introduction of this video took me to another different realm. I was actually thinking maybe I'm being welcomed in the most beautiful city in America. Like, man, I don't know, maybe the most beautiful subdivision, or maybe I'm coming to the White House, or maybe I'm going to the to Nigerian what's it called, Aso Rock, right? So that's the problem, man. They overpriced, man. They kill us normally. That's what is killing this is spoiling things. It's spoiling a lot of things. What people don't know. You get right. Yeah, I'm not fronting. I'm not even fronting right now. I don't want to talk, I don't want to feel like I'm overreacting on this, but this is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling.
380 million, 400, 450, 500, 550. We have as high as 780 million
Just
thereabouts. But for something new, we have from as low as 380 million,
264K, 344K on average, and some of those look like a detached apartment, just very plain, just very plain basic homes. These are just basic homes for civil servants, probably in America. They just probably buy maybe within around that this same price. But it's America, okay? But it's America, okay? Is an economic power zone. It's America, but oh, if you buy something like this in Nigeria, what are you gonna be doing to even come up with the rest of the money? Okay, how are you gonna come up with it? So you just buy upfront ASAP. You just buy it upfront. Most people, most average Americans don't even buy such buildings upfront. They just probably pay. Okay, always on mortgage. Put your home on mortgage and you pay off upfront, just ASAP like that. 200,000, 264K is not a small money, to be honest with you. Not be small money be this. But maybe this. So now why they hear the hear for Naira, it go the sound be. And they don't want me, they get that sound. Maybe they get that sound, that heavy sound of Naira. That's why they just list this in dollars. Yeah, we know the rigs. We know the rigs, okay? We know that rigs for real. You got some rigs too, but we know how it be going. So that's why I need to speak about it, because we need to talk about it as well. We're streaming on it right now. It's your boy Yes Bucci, your only number one stream analysis and reactor. So you know what time it is.
400, 450, 500, 550. We have as high as 700 million here.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
okay. So that, would you say that's the most expensive in this
That's the
neighborhood?
most expensive
700
right now in
million
this
naira.
neighborhood. Yes.
Well,
Expensive.
for that price point is a steal, and I'm going to say it's probably because of the location. Do you have any listing here we should check out?
Yes, we do. Okay, this is 600 square meters.
Okay.
Really large, right?
600 square meters. What's the features of the house, and what's the asking price for
The
it?
asking price, this is 380 million, 380 million. 5-bedroom, yes. You have a pool there. And I think we have some smart features here. So
Let's go take a look at it. What really justifies the asking price?
$700 million. Sorry, naira is $3.3 million. $3.3 million.
380
million for a property like this.
First, the land.
Yeah.
The land is quite expensive. And then
What is expensive about the land? That's what I'm asking. And each time they say this, it gets me. I mean, it gets under my skin. You know, it really be getting under my skin for real. Like, what's so about this land? Is there something about the land we don't know? Like, maybe you should talk to us about it though. What are the basic social amenities? You know, the what's so special about the subdivisions and all that? Are there companies, big, Fortune 500 companies that could change my life about the land? Yeah, because I want to know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there are a lot of Dangote refineries all around the places. Just because you could probably list that among Fortune 500 if it was in America, any of these Nasdaq companies. Okay, what is so important about the land? I really want to know. I'm curious. What's so important? I thought I was the only person thinking about that until that young man said it. What is so important about this land? The land is location Lagos, Nigeria. Location Lagos, Nigeria. What the fuck? Okay, guys. Now, as you can see right here, this is the aerial view of Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, this is the aerial view of Lagos, Nigeria. Let's quickly check some of the photos first. Let's quickly check some of the photos just to see what it looks like both day and night. Okay, now day and night. This is what it looks. Is there a way I could Now this is the day and this is the night. Okay, day, this is a day, this is a day, and this is the night. Okay, it's not beautiful. It's sorry, I mean, it's beautiful. It's not bad. Okay, it's bad for average third world growing country, just like every other average third world growing. Okay, let's check. Check. Let's say Kenya, for example. Kenya. I'm coming. I'm going somewhere. I'm coming right back. Okay. Aerial view of Kenya. Oh, sorry, Kenya. Did I say Kenya, Nigeria? Let me just do. But still, come to think of it, let's see what it looks like. Let's see the comparisons. Let's see what it looks like. See what the comparison looks like. This is Nigeria and this is Kenya. I mean, to even look at it, like, it seems Kenya is much more, much more developed, because I see a lot of skyliners all wrapped all around the city. Okay, it's not like they just there are some skyliners in Nigerian city, but it's still very scanty, as you can see. Just like they said, Lagos is the biggest. I'm not trying to, belittle Nigeria. Of course, I'm Nigerian. I know how big we are. Of course, I know that. Kenya might look so good in development and all of that, but Nigeria might still just be the giant, okay? The little giant just by the side. Ah. It's gonna scrap you, like, okay? And now Kenya being the underdog to Nigeria, but look how the underdog is being. The underdog looks so good. Looks so skyliners wrapped all around the city. Now, Nigerian skyliners are still very, springing up, but the city is beautiful. That's still what I'm talking about. Because if you must have a very great city, you must start from the planning, the undergrounds, okay? Like the PVC of whatever the city might be. Now, because you don't have to start going back on this thing. Like I heard, like New York be having some issues with the undergrounds, okay? I don't know how true that is, but if you don't plan the city, of course, New York is a very old city, like very old, big city, modern city. I expect all of that old days to be happening to them, like all that hood rats running around all around New York and all of that. Okay, the subway totally trashed and messed up, and you can see a lot of trashes everywhere. But talking about a springing up country, like third world countries that are springing up. Okay, let's quickly head over to Rwanda. Before I go to Rwanda, I want to see the complete aerial view of Kenya. Sorry, excuse me. I just want to see the complete aerial view of Kenya, Nairobi. Okay, not East Nairobi, Kenya. Stock photo. Okay, let's check that out. And mind you, we are checking one of the best cities, not like the rural areas. Like you can see, this photo here is like the rural area. Over here is like the urban cities. I don't know why I can't open this very loud, but I think. Okay, now it's still getting clear though. Now you see what Kenya looks, the full photo of what Kenya looks at night. Okay, you see what it looks like at night. You could say Kenya's the area view of Kenya's skylines. Okay, this is the night and this is the day.